I've been doing some game testing on the Intel B70. The Intel B70 is the brand new Pro GPU from Intel. It's very good. It's a very good GPU for professional stuff, and it turns out that it's actually pretty damn good for gaming too. Not the best dollar per frame, but it is a good GPU. This is my system. We're going to be testing it on today. We're going to be testing some Crimson Desert, which just came out with a patch for the game to support Intel. It's not perfect yet, but I'll show you. And Intel has some drivers as well. So it went from not playable at all to suddenly it works just fine. 7945HX3D, that is a 16-core, 32-thread. It's a variant of the 7950X desktop, 7950X3D desktop. It's the same chip, it's just slightly different in terms of clocks and that kind of stuff. So monster CPU in every way, and the 3D cache will just make sure we're not bottlenecked in any way. Memory, 64 gigabytes, no problem there, and there's the B70. So it's a good machine. Now, I have noticed some quirks and some weirdness. So we'll come in here and we'll go graphics. We're just at 1440p, which is a good place for it. Let's show you this here. So we're going to go to medium here, and we're going to see this weirdness. Look at that weirdness. How everything's like, the shadows are all flickering. I actually partly recorded this, and I just thought it was borked. And I was like, oh no, it doesn't work. But like it's playable, but also like not. See all that weirdness? It's pretty distracting. You could play, but it would be like, I'd be like, nah, man, just don't. It's just not great. And then I was like, okay, let's just like test the settings, and I turned it up. And I was like, well, let's just turn it up and just get like an idea what the performance is, assuming they patch it. So I put it up to high, and I was like, it's a little bit less, but it's still there. And then I put it up to cinematic, or sorry, to ultra, and then it's gone. It's just completely gone. And of course, cinematic, of course, it's gone. We'll put it up one more. Cinematic is gone. Right? Completely gone. Isn't that crazy? So this weird artifacting, if you're testing an Intel, at least the B70, and you're like, why does it look weird? It's only if you're on anything below ultra. So if you go ultra or cinematic, that weirdness is actually gone. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's like the textures are not scaling properly or something strange. So this is now 1440p, and we're on ultra, and it works just fine. It works well, like very well actually. And that weird like shimmery thing is gone. It's only when you're on high or below that and you get that weird thing. So I had to like re-record. I stopped and I was like, wait, none of this makes any sense anymore because I solved it. It's just, that is the problem. And after that, it's good. So it's funny. You have to actually turn up the settings to make it run better. Isn't that weird? Okay, so we're back in now. And I just want to come back down here. Okay, so we'll just come in here. I want to show you something. So we're going to come over here. And I want to get all these trees in that. So look at the trees here. This is native, 1440p native on ultra. Looks great, runs great. If we just reset the FPS, even the lows are good, right? Looking pretty damn good for a pro work card. I mean, it's powerful. So I mean, it's not surprising that it runs things well, but that's that there. So that's native. And you'd be like, okay, well, maybe I want a little bit of upscaling. Like how's it going to run with a little bit of upscaling? So you would normally go to FSR, or sorry, XeSS, because XeSS 3.0 is a much better technology than FSR 3.1. It just is. It looks better and it runs better, but it's not working here. So we'll come in here and it doesn't work properly, right? The FPS goes up, yeah, but it looks really weird. It becomes kind of like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It like detexturizes it, makes it like pixelated. It's like it went from Super VGA to VGA. Or something. It actually has like a Super VGA vibe to it. It's really weird and hard to describe. You wouldn't want to use that, obviously. I mean, you could, but why would you? It just looks really funny. By the way, I'm recording this externally because I don't want anything to interfere with this. Like, I don't want game capture to interfere. I don't want internal. I don't want anything. I want it to be the most raw possible experience for us to measure here. I think that's very important when we're testing something like this. So yeah, it's not as effective, but... So that's XeSS. Now we're going to go to FSR. And it looks fine. So you can't use XeSS right now. Well, you can, but you'd be insane to. They have added XeSS to the game, but it's not working right now properly. Okay. I'm sure they'll fix it eventually, and then it will be better, and you'll be like, yeah, let's use XeSS. So anyways, yeah, it's looking great, right? So it's running well. We'll come back here, and we'll just show you guys again. That's... you know, you can go ultra or cinematic, it doesn't matter. There's not a huge difference in performance between them. It's a little bit harder to run on cinematic, but not much. So we'll just test that cinematic just to be like, throw all there. So that's 1440p cinematic with balanced scaling. Looks great, right? It's a 60 experience. right? No problems whatsoever. If there's screen tearing, again, this is not a gaming monitor at all. I don't have any type of like VSync on because I'm trying to capture this raw. So ignore the screen tearing. It's just, you wouldn't have that if you played this properly. I want to capture this as raw as possible. Okay, so that's 1440p. We will throw up to 4K. It's going to be a bit much. Let's actually put it back to Ultra because we don't get the weirdness with Ultra. And we'll go 1440. So we'll go up to 4K from 1440p. We'll go native. It's not going to run well, but we'll get an idea. I believe it'll be around 30 or something. So that's 4K native on Ultra. And it is actually like a 30 experience. It's, you know how like the Nintendo Switch, a lot of the games only play at 30 anyways. They're brand new and they only run at 30. Brand new handheld, right? The Series S can only handle 30, and a lot of the PlayStation and Xbox games these days can only handle 30 or 40 on like a cinematic mode. And that's what this is. This is Ultra. I mean, we can put it, just as a proof of concept, we can literally put it into the mode that is called cinematic. So 4K cinematic is like actually 30. Right? And that's what a lot of those consoles do. So it's pretty good, right? Cinematic. Now, we can use scaling, right? So it's off. We'll just turn a little bit of scaling on. I would probably use performance because we're at 4K. It's not going to look bad, but that's just balanced scaling. Again, this is 4K, so we have to be respectful here. We can't be like, this is not a 4K GPU. So 4K, performance scaling. Let's turn it down by 1 because that's, I mean, it's kind of out of the league of the GPU. You can do 4K on this thing. You could, I mean, honestly, more games will run at 4K, like exponentially more games will run at 4K, like 60 to max whatever FPS, than will not. Because, you know, the most recent demanding AAA titles from 2026 and 2025 are hard to run. Yeah, they're demanding. But most games are not those, right? Most games that exist are not even close to that. So, you know, play games that are a couple months old, or a couple years old, and like hard max this thing at like 4K. Like max it at 4K native and just rip FPS. And that will be very doable in a lot of games. Most games, to be honest. But, you know, if you're playing the most recent AAA titles from 2026, 2027, and you're at 4K, you're going to need scaling. Let's put it that way. Go down to 1440p. And the reason I say that is people think that like the only thing that matters is like the game that is out now, like the most demanding title that just dropped. And that's not reality. That's not how these things work, right? Like, yeah, you can focus on the most recent games, but you don't have to. So this is 1440p on Ultra. I want to go up to cinematic. So 1440p cinematic. And just quality FSR. So a very respectable setting here, right? Like 1440p and just the tiniest amount of FSR. And let's see, we're not quite maintaining 60, we're just slightly below 60. I would like it to do 60 where possible, especially in combat, but I mean, like that scene right there, 57, I'm not going to be like, it's not playable because it's 56. Like I don't need it locked to 60. I just want it to be around 60 and with good lows. And those are good lows, 40-ish, give or take, whatever. 40-ish is quite good for lows. So it's essentially a 60 FPS, like a good 60 FPS experience at 1440p with just quality scaling. And again, none of that weirdness in the grass. Right? If we come back down, or it's cinematic, right? If we come back down to medium again, you'll get that weirdness, which is so strange. Look at that. So it's funny, you have to actually like make the game harder to run. So ultra or cinematic, make the game harder to run to make it like work properly. So that's 1440p ultra. It's funny how close cinematic is. Like that's 66, 65. I haven't done like pixel check yet to see. It's like a couple of frames, if even. So where'd my horse go? Okay, so we'll just play for a moment here. We'll go 1440p. This is only, again, this is only balance. This is only quality scaling. This is not balanced. You can turn it up. But FSR is, I mean, it's not as nice as XeSS. Down the road, you can use XeSS and you'll be better. But you know, you can play with it as you want. Play with what you're comfortable with. I have no problems with scaling. You just have to be like respectful of how much. At 1080p, I'm not going to put on ultra performance scaling. At 4K, you know, performance scaling is not going to bother me. This is now balanced scaling. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, I would just go like that and just lose that like frame or two. Again, quality. So there you go. That's the game. It works just fine. We're going to run along here. We're going to get quality scaling, 1440p cinematic, and it's going to be good. Right? It's not ready yet, I would say. Like, it's clear that there's still things that need to be addressed here. But the fact that like a week ago, this literally wouldn't even launch. It wasn't even a week ago. I think it was like 5 days ago or 4 days ago. This game literally wouldn't launch on Arc GPUs. And now all of a sudden it launches, it runs well. There's a little bit of like weirdness to it clearly, but you know, this would in no way affect my gameplay enjoyment at all. Like, ooh, no, I have to put it on cinematic. That's a shame. And I can't use XeSS after the FSR, which isn't quite as nice. I'd be like, all right, it's okay. I have a 4K screen, so I would have to be using performance scaling, unfortunately. But most people, I would say, these days still have 1440p as a goal, so it's going to just fly. So there you go. That's the game. It runs just fine. It's only going to get better from here, right? It's not going to get worse. Right now, if you have this GPU, you can play this game from start to finish. I would assume beat it and have a good time and not like struggle. Like, it's a 60 experience. Who knows? It's only going to get better, if anything. Even if it stayed the same, I would be like, yeah, it's fine. You can play it. I would assume it's probably going to get better with more and more addressing. It looks like the developers are taking it serious to make this thing run even better. So there you go. Runs well.